there were 3 bears, and they lived in a cottage in the woods with their mom. One day the mother bear made some delicious porridge, but it was too hot, so she said,
I might cool down.
and off they went into the woods. While they were gone, along came a little girl named Goldilocks who had terrible manners. She knocked on the door, and even though nobody said come in, she went in anyway, which was horrible. She saw 3 bowls of porridge when she got in there. She tasted the first bowl of porridge and she said, so she tried the next bowl and she said, and she tried the last bowl and she said, and soon she had eaten up the whole bowl. Then she was feeling tired, so she went into the living room where she saw 3 chairs. She sat in the first chair and she said, so she sat in the next chair and she said, and she tried the last chair and she said, and while she was sitting there, she heard a loud crack and the chair broke. Then she went into their bedroom and she saw 3 beds. She sat in the first bed and she said, so she tried the next bed and she said, and she tried the last bed and she said, and soon she was fast asleep. Just about then, along came the 3 bears back from their walk. Papa Bear looked at his bowl and he said, somebody's been eating my porridge. And Mama Bear looked at her bowl and said, Charlie. Mama Bear said,
Somebody my boy.
and Baby Bear looked at her bowl and said, somebody's none left. What does Baby Bear say? Somebody's been eating my porridge, and what?
And they ate it all up.
Then they went into their living room. Go in your living room, living room, Danny. Just go to your chair. Papa Bear looked at his chair and he said, somebody's been sitting in my chair. And Mama Bear looked at her chair and said,
Somebody's been sitting in my chair.
and Baby Bear looked at her chair and said, and Baby Bear said, then they went into their bedroom. Papa Bear looked at his bed and he said, somebody's been sleeping in my bed. And Mama Bear looked at her bed and said,
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
and Baby Bear looked at her bed and said, Goldilocks woke up and saw 3 bears looking at her. She went, and she ran away. And she never bothered the 3 bears again.